Welcome, Mage. I'm Rhino.
And I'm Papa Mage, also known as Phil, and this is the Extreme Casual MTG podcast. So, on this podcast, we're going to go over the MTG gifts we remember. So, the
Yes.
gifts from Magic the Gathering through the years that we remember. Now, there are a lot of people out there that have holiday gift guides, and this is not one of those.
Mm,
Not really. I mean, everybody's got a gift guide and they'll go over all these wonderful products that you can give people. What we're going to go over are the gifts that we remember. So the
mhm.
things that we through the years we still remember who gave it to us, what the occasion was, and so those are the more special sort of gifts. And as you know, gifts are generally very personal and they depend on the giver and the receiver. So if it's a new player of Magic,
They will love anything.
yeah, they'll love anything. They'll love a they'll love packs, they'll love a bundle. They'll love
A playmat.
a playmat, a deck builder's toolkit. Anything is fine for a new player. But if it's a long running player, it's generally a lot more difficult. Now, we are
Oh,
long running players. I started in 1993. Rhino started 7 years ago. So things are a little different with people that are long standing players. So the first thing that we want to do is before we get into the gifts that we remember, we want to go over gifts to avoid. And of course, the number one gift to avoid is,
a gift set. If it says a gift set, it means the opposite.
well, yeah. And as you know, especially during holidays, there's all these gift sets that they have at the front of the store. They're generally overpriced stuff that just has junk in it, but it's one of those nice little packages. It's the last minute sort of thing. And they're generally what, the $5 thing to the $20 thing. And so it's it's most of the time it's junk.
Yeah.
Uh, but there's another thing that you'll also find at these big box stores, and that is mystery boxes. And that is very much like a gift set. It is generally stuff that they couldn't sell for one reason or another. And they decided, well, let's put it in a box, put the term mystery on it, and go, okay, it's a mystery for $20. And inside there is
Ooh.
$3 worth of stuff. Yay.
Yay.
Uh, but yeah, and that includes things like grab bags and stuff like that. But if you go to like one of the online game stores and they have a bundle or a grab bag or something like that, generally those are really good.
Oh, yeah.
But anything that says mystery box, avoid that. So 5 gifts that we remember, and we're going to start. We're going to go backwards in order of you know what do you want to call it? How special it feels. Uh, so number 5 is what?
A dual deck. I got this at my birthday. Um, it was the Nissa versus Obnixilis, and
And okay, and that was a really good gift, even though Rhino is an entrenched player, a well versed player. He didn't need the cards from that, but it was still a very thoughtful gift. He
mm,
remembers who gave it to him,
oh yes.
and the thing is, we use that whenever he teaches new players. So he might be teaching new players using uh, cards and decks that we've got from like magickids.org. And we love Magic Kids,
Okay.
and they have an incredible charity. So you need to go to magickids.org and take a look at what they have there. They take leftover cards and they send them out to school clubs and people who are teaching
Mm,
how to play Magic, but
new players.
new players. But the dual deck in this case is great because the decks are well matched already.
Oh, yeah.
And those decks uh, give you more of an understanding of what Magic can do. So after they've played around with their deck, you say, "Hey, let's get out this dual deck. Let's try it out." And that way it gets them even more excited about playing. And that's really, really cool. So that's number 5 is a dual deck. If you can't find dual decks because they don't have them anymore, I mean, a couple of Planeswalker decks or something like that, those are generally inexpensive. And I mean, you can get some now for what, $11 each. So two of them is a little bit over $20. Those make a great gift set, even if the person is a well-versed player. Say, hey, keep this. If you're teaching somebody, you know, they're well matched. So a lot of fun. Okay,
Number 4 is
merch. Okay. This is t-shirts, play mats, things like that. And there's a lot of cool things that you can get as merch. Rhino got a t-shirt that says Bolt on it with the red mana symbol in it. And he loves that shirt.
okay.
And he's growing out of that shirt. So merch is
Yeah.
great. Uh, and until they grow out of it, then they gotta get more merch. But you can get merch from. It doesn't have to be, any of the big um, merch places. If you've got a content creator that you like, go to their merch store and get something from them. We have a merch store as well. You can
Yes.
take a look at that on our youngmage.com website, but it actually goes to Stream Elements. So it's merch.streamelements.com/MTG And we've got some t-shirts there, mugs. We don't have any play mats yet. We're working on that, but we're
Mhm.
going to have some more things come out on that. And yeah, if you don't want to do that for us, find another one, because anybody that buys merch, they the content creators get a reasonable amount of money, and it's more money than they would get if you watched their videos 1,000 times. So it is just so helpful to do that. So number 3 is a big binder. If the person collects cards at all, these big binders are great, and we like the Quad Row Zip Folio by Ultimate Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ultimate Guard. They are not a sponsor. We'd love them to be a sponsor because we love their stuff.
And
But we've got 2 of these binders, and they have our most treasured cards in it. So not necessarily most valuable, but ones that are our most treasured ones. So ones that have been signed by artists or other content creators, cards that Rhino has had as preview cards, and we have a binder that has the cards that have a little more rarity to them, a little more value. So these big binders are great for anybody that is a collector. And I dare say that you could probably get them one each year and they will still love it. Uh, and Rhino remembers who gave him these, and they're a gift that we remember very well. So number 2, this one's a little interesting. What's number 2?
number 2 is Boulders
By
by Ultimate Guard.
hmm, there really should be a sponsor, shouldn't they?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you like so much about these boulders?
I really like, well, it's a boulder.
Well, these are deck boxes, and this one that we have right here is holds 100 double sleeve cards, or we single sleeve and put tokens in it. But it has a commander deck, and this one actually is not Rhino's; it's his sister's, and it's a deck that we're not going to take apart. We're always going to have this deck. We might swap out a few cards, but we're always going to have this commander deck, and this boulder is so strong that Rhino could stand on it. It won't break.
We'll show you.
And it, I mean, it's really cool. It holds the cards in as tight as possible, as small space as possible, and as strong as possible. And it's really nice. Um, so if you're a collector and you've got a lot of decks, they have them for standard size decks, so 75 cards or 100 card decks, which would be commander decks. And are uh, these are a gift that we remember. And to tell the truth, Rhino's grandmother was wondering, really, yeah, you want me to get him some basic deck boxes? And it's like, yeah, he'll love these. And he got these, what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and we still use them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little tattered and all that, but I mean, these are a treasured gift
Oh
for
yes.
for us. Okay, so now number one, it
It,
and it's not what you think it would be, but yeah. Come on, number
okay.
one. No, 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 don't say it. Don't say it. Yeah, no, yeah, now. Okay,
It is a backpack.
but not just any backpack.
No.
We have a specific backpack in mind. Uh, and the nice thing about this backpack is the inside is perfect
Oh yeah.
for deck boxes. It is adjustable. It is also set up perfectly for not losing things in there. And it is a backpack for people who are photographers. They are perfect for carrying around deck boxes. And Rhino got this backpack right before, as a gift, before he went to go to the Loading Ready Run pre-release for Battle Bond. And the nice thing about the inside of this backpack is it's not black. So you don't lose things in there. You don't lose a pen. You don't lose dice. You know, yeah, the one we got is kind of a neon green, and it's got these Velcro dividers that allow you to adjust things so that you can put in deck boxes. And I mean, this has got a great story to go with it.
Oh yeah.
So he's taken this on multiple flights. When we went to Canada, when we went to Las Vegas twice, and it's
Hmm.
got little pouches on the side, so we can carry like 10 deck boxes. We can carry dice. We
Hmm.
can carry pins in it. On the side, we can put play mats, or if it's only you have one playmat, and then you can have like a water bottle on the other side. And it's a perfect little backpack. They're not that expensive, and we've gone through TSA with it multiple times. Every time he gets pulled aside. So if you carry your cards on a plane flight, it's going to get flagged by the X-ray scanner because it looks suspicious. But there's
Yeah.
times that they'll come and like, oh, and they'll look at it like, you play Pokemon or Magic,
Magic.
Magic, and then they'll open it up and they'll check it out. There was one time one agent opened up every single box and swiped everything in it to detect for quote unquote residue. Uh, and they were very thorough, but that's good.
Eh,
I'm fine with that.
I understand.
Yeah, but we will when we go to the X-ray scanner, we'll put it down. It's like, you're going to flag this one, and they'll smile and nod, and we'll go through and we'll open it up, and or they'll open it up or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's the number one gift, is one of these backpacks, and that's good for anyone because I mean, even if you got a small collection, it's great for putting the small collection in. Um, if you've got a big collection and you carry multiple decks to a game store to play, or it's a good thing, where we just keep that filled with what we'd like to play right now. And so if there's any point in which, hey, you want to play some Magic, we just grab the backpack because the backpack has got it. And that way we don't have to go
Mm.
digging through boxes and stuff like that. So, where are you supposed to get these gifts from? We're going to do this in order of importance. So, number one, what is the number one place you should get these gifts?
The number one place you could get is a local game store.
Okay, why a local game store?
Well,
Number one, they are
uh,
local.
they're local, yeah. And number two is well, they have decks. Uh,
They, they have
they have packs. They have all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of times these game stores are they're running on very thin margins. They need the traffic in there, and this is where the Magic player goes to play at Friday Night Magic or on the weekend or Commander Night or Pauper Night or whatever. So yeah, supporting them so that they can keep the lights on and keep the air conditioning going and keep getting in new stock is great. Now, if
No,
you can't do a local game store, then I would say number two is an online game store. And we have used uh, Cool Stuff Inc. We use them a lot. We've used Star City Games. We've used Card Kingdom, and we've used TCG Player, but for us, where we're located, generally, Cool Stuff and Star City Games gets us the products faster,
no,
so we'll use those. None of these are sponsors. Uh,
no.
so we don't have any sponsors. So we're just telling you which ones we use. And they will have a lot of these products. Uh, but, some of the products are like the merch you're not going to get from, you might get some of it, but you're not going to get a content creator merch. You have to go direct to them. Uh, but, like the backpack, well, um, you can't get that at most of these game stores or even online game stores. So you have to get it from a place like Amazon. Now, if
Yeah.
you're going to go to Amazon, please use our affiliate link. We have a page, youngmage.com/gift guide, and that's going to have a list of the gifts that we've talked about, plus some others. And if you click on any of those, that will take you to Amazon and it will put in our affiliate code. So when you go to checkout, we'll get the small, tiny percentage, 3%, 4%, whatever it is. And that will help out our channel. The last place to go, and you only go there if you're completely desperate, is a big box store like Walmart or Target. A lot of times they will have some of the things there. There's often issues with going to a big box store. They will likely have some older stuff there that's not worth as much at full price, or whatever. So try to avoid a big box store. They're also the place that you will find the you know gift sets and the mystery boxes, and just don't get sucked into those things. So that's what we have for the MTG gifts that we remember and that we have stories for, and we can tell you all about who gave it to us and what was the occasion and why we love it so much. And so that's what we got for this episode.
Mm. I have more videos coming out soon.
So until
Until
then,
then, Rhino out.
and Papa Mage out.